so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. The contraption have conditioned the mind of so many people to accept slavery. And they accepted it. Suffering and smiling. Just imagine, just like what my brother just reminded me about the issue. When I saw that video, that the Republic soldiers and police are chasing Biafrans. They are chasing Biafrans everywhere, reporting them. And when you hear that Nigerians are being chased abroad, they are Biafrans, either Biafran people or Ududua people. You can never see these people, these northerners there. Each time you hear that people are being chased around abroad, it is only Biafrans you see, the Biafrans and few people from the southwest. What is causing it? It is because of where we find ourselves. If we had our own country, there is no reason why you will leave your country and go to another country undocumented. If you have a good and responsible country, there's no way you can leave Biafra land as a country undocumented without your passport, well documented that you enter another. It doesn't happen. It will not happen. If at all you choose to travel because we love to travel, you must have to be documented properly. But in the Zoological Republic, everything has become a scam. Even if you go to get a passport, as long as you have a Biafran name, for you to get a passport is a problem. They will make it very difficult for you. There was a time somebody was revealing that when you go to the northern part of Nigeria, if they're getting a passport, they spend less than 10,000 naira to get a passport. But when you come to the southeast, for you to get a passport in the south with a Biafran name, you will spend more than 100,000 for you to get it. They will frustrate you, many conditions for you to get it. But in the north, for them to get Nigerian passport, they will spend less than 10,000 to get it without any stress. They will give it to them. This is the condition we find ourselves. And yet, people have just accepted it as normal. It is not normal. No sensible person accept that. No reasonable and sensible person should accept that. It is unacceptable. In a country where people are operating on different laws. Yes, my brother.
You see that passport we are talking about, they won't give them free. They will give them free, because I remember when they are doing this name and national identification number, they were giving them their free, going to house. But if you come down this place, you will register name, you will register to get passport. That thing will stay no less than 6 months, unless they have your money to bribe your way out before you get your own. Otherwise, in a normal process, they will deny you. You won't get it. I know one time ago, I wanted to make up my mind to travel outside now, to plan to go. Now, when I ask the people that I normally go to immigration how they process this thing, when they give me the details of what they are passing through and the kind of money they are spending, I say, if I have such an amount of money, where will I go out to do for? Knowing full well that if I go out there, I start to hide and struggle to survive. So I now remain not to go out. I say, the only thing that will carry me go out, unless if I get a better company that will value my working system, then will not transfer me to the. That's the only thing. But if not for me to move as all this jungle where it's not possible, I can't do it because I don't want to risk my life. I see most of the people that are dying in Mediterranean Sea. I see most of them are dying in Libya desert. I see, my brother, I see a lot of things on social media, and I know that this is our people. We thought that your son or your brother is in abroad making it. Most of them are in the prison. There's one I saw some time ago in South Africa. That guy just stayed almost 22 years without knowing his place in Anambra State. He's an adult now. Now, the person that's making that video is begging, looking for money to send him back to Anambra. The young man is in South Africa. I saw it. A lot of things are happening. Somebody is confirming this in on the comment section. Somebody is confirming it that in the north, they pay as less as 20,000 to get it. 20,000 to get 60 pages, 60 pages passport. 60 pages passport. But in Biafra land, in the south, you will pay more than 100,000 and you will not get it. Yeah, So that's
Somebody
it.
is confirming it on the comment section. Somebody is confirming it. Look at their naira. Why people were queuing up in the bank to get naira? They were taking the naira, the new notes, to go and share to their own people. Even they televise it. They show it over the television where they were going to give their people the new naira note.
Even the terrorists in the bush, I saw it. Yeah, we are celebrating the new naira note. So they have the new naira note. The terrorists in the bush, I saw it. And these things, our people will see all this, and they will still not get sense on to understand what is going on. That we are not welcome in Nigeria at all. We are not. We are not welcome in Nigeria at all. Area they understand it is better for us to get out this year, not next year. Area they understand this, we will get out from this place. We are not welcome. From all the tension and proposing, from every angle of life, name the thing. If you set up business now, your business is driving very well now, they will bring one policy that will suppress you. If an animal want to enter that same business, you see that your own is going, they will suppress you. What happened to Ibeto? Ibeto cement was moving very, very well. Then Gota own was somehow stagnant. What happened? His brother entered government and start during the time of Obasanjo, they frustrated him. Yaradua come back, there's still no way. Tell me, name any policy that you can establish business here for a new allow you to thrive. Rather, they prefer going outside to buy that, just like waiting their forefather said. I'm waiting the name of this man. We say that if they don't have anything, they don't have any machinery that can work, they employ outside instead of Igbo. Where they now introduce this northern as first. And our people see here all these things and they keep you see, my brother, I remember what our leader said. There are those who Fulani give birth during the war and after the war and before the war. So I believe that most of them that are troubling us today are the people that Fulani gave birth during the war and after the war. Because I can't believe a really hardcore, a really born person that is a Biafra will just see what his brothers are suffering, then decided to join his enemy to oppress his brother. Do you remember account of Moses when he was in King Palace? When the king's daughter was training him, he went out to see his people. See one Egyptian hunting one of his Israelite brother. He killed the Egyptian, bury him in the sand, and go his way. Come back again, see two brothers that are fighting. And I said, my brother, you people are brothers. Why are you fighting each other? The wicked one now, they pry him. Have you come to kill me as they kill others? The Egyptian. Now the Moses now know that this is no longer hidden again. He flee, he hide. So this is the life of our people. I hate this nonsense they are doing. Honestly, but okay about my help us. If possible, those that do not accept what you are doing, let them delete them. That's my own opinion. Because if you can become a hindrance to me, my brother, I will push you out. If you become a hindrance for me to pass through and get my destiny, I will push you out of my way. When I survive and I look at my back to see if there's anybody that is still standing. But if not, if for now, two people are swimming in the river and the river is about to swallow them. Can two of them help themselves? One person will come out first. Then now look for something to help the other person. There's no way two of them can help themselves come out. If they try and they will exhaust their strength, and the river will swallow them. So one person must come out before looking for the other person to see how he can help him, or even lays around. So that's what's supposed to happen. So they give them free, and our own will spend money, and at the end of the day, you won't get the money. If you go to court, they are the one that holds the court. Whatever they decide is what is going to happen. You can't do anything. And the person will go back, start there, they don't do me this and that. After 2 days, you will forget everything. Just like our leader said, that black man, after 2 days, they don't forget their problem. And it's true, because I learned it from this answers. I learned it from this new Naira note they did. When they bring that new Naira note issue, everybody was howling, well. Immediately they release and small. Everybody don't forget, say yesterday they suffer. I don't want to be with this kind of people. Simple. If next word I will come again, I would not like to be in a black man, just like our leader said. Because me, I have seen every sense of listen that making to say so. Black don't listen forward, they listen backward. That's why they love stagnant. That's why they love stagnant. If you come to help them, they will ask you why. If you come to assist them, they ask you why. But you leave them there, they will suffer and they say, look at my brother, you don't want to help me. Now your brother have come to help you. You are sabotaging him, stabbing him at the back, doing all manner of nonsense to see whether you can put him down. but you don't know that he's not alone. There is something bigger than anything in this earth that's standing by him. That's the reason why we must get our freedom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. This very topic is so dear to my heart because many of us are promoting the hate against ourselves. We are the one promoting the evil against the wrong message, that the wrong signal that the enemy is sending on us. How can we be endorsing enslavement of our mind, enslavement of our conscience, enslavement of our own life and our unborn children? How can we be endorsing it? Why? Why will a Biafran be endorsing the enslavement of his own life? And after endorsing it, you want to begin to rub shoulder. You want to begin to pursue something else. That is madness. I saw one video where this what they call him, this Freeze was interviewing this Omokri, whatever I call him. What that guy, that PDP guy that's in the United States, what's that his name? Somebody or Mockery that have this white beard.
Yes, you get it now, mockery.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the guy.
So where that guy was interviewing him, and their line of argument when he was asking, he asked him, he tried to compare Lagos State, that the achievement of Tinubu and that of Peter Obi, trying to compare Lagos State and Anambra State. He was asking him a question. Can you put, when you compare these two states, can you now begin to talk about achievement based on comparison on how these two states thrive? And if you see the lie this Omokri was pushing out from his mouth, if you see the kind of lie that was coming out from his mouth, this idiot opened his mouth and he was trying to count the investment in Anambra State. That Anambra State have a lot of companies. In that companies, he only mentioned Innocent. Innocent, he mentioned, is a private company built by a Biafran by himself, not a federal company anywhere. And he mentioned Ibeto. The same Ibeto, the government have destroyed Ibeto. They have destroyed Ibeto's company and made sure that Ibeto is nowhere today, taken over by Dangote. And this guy was also so devilish that he began to say that when you talk about port, that the Anambra State is making so much transaction in the sea. Also, they have a sea there. A lot of transaction is going on in the sea, in River Niger. I begin to wonder. Which kind of brain, which kind of hatred is this? What kind of hatred is will hate us? What kind of hatred? What kind of hatred do they hate us? These are the people who are crying and telling us, why should we be in Lagos? But you see, they caged Biafran land, they caged us. And they will tell you Biafran land is landlocked. I thank you, Ghana, today. People are speaking out, just the same way we are doing. I posted the video. I urge every Biafran to go and watch that video that I posted before I came online. The video I shared before I came online. You will see that Biafran land is not landlocked. We have access to the sea more than any among all the seaports they have in Nigeria. The ones that the Biafran land itself, Biafran land have access to the sea more than any other place. We have the national deepest ocean more than any other place. But yet they took that and put in exclusive league. And for them to put that in exclusive league, there's no way you can build a seaport. You cannot build a seaport without the authorization of the federal government. And the federal government of Nigeria will never, ever allow you to build any seaport. And this guy was there pushing all those lies. In Biafra land, there's no way you can fly abroad from Biafra land. You must go to Lagos to fly. You must go to Abuja to fly. You must even go up to the state of the north to go and fly. No flight can take off from Biafra land to any part of the world. No flight. No flight can take off from Biafra land and go to any part of the world. It must transit Lagos. When they tell you about the Enugu airport, the flight must transit either Abuja or Lagos. They will not convert it to a local flight before you begin to come to the state. And all these things are happening. Our brothers are seeing it. Our people are seeing it. I don't know, with all this hatred, with all this hatred pushed against you, and yet you are bent on listening to this idiocy. I don't know. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. You accept this slavery. Some of them because of contract, because you want contract for the federal government, because you want contract. Once they give you a contract of 1 million, 2 million, 1 billion, anything they talk about the federal government, you don't no longer care. Look at Onyema. Look at the Onyema that they have airline. Because the Onyema have airline today, there is nothing you will talk about Biafra and the Onyema will listen to you. Onyema will open his mouth and tell you that Biafra land is landlocked. Onyema have a flight that can move from abroad and land in Biafra land, but they will never give him that access. And yet, Onyema will now tell you that the airspace of Biafra is not okay for him to land. And he will defend it, simply because they have permitted him to run an aircraft. He will never support anything. He will never fight and develop your people. He will never put up that fight. Look at the other idiot in Anambra State. Ato Eze or whatever I call it. Look at Ato Eze. Every time he opens his mouth, you'll be wondering, is this man a human or animal? Is this man a human being or animal? He can never make a case for his own people. Look at what is happening today. The destruction that is happening in the life of Biafran people in Lagos State today, the same one Nigeria that they support, how many of them have opened their mouth to issue warning? But I tell you, if this thing that is happening to Biafran people in Lagos, if it was happening to the Hausa people or the Fulanis, if it is happening to Fulanis, all the Fulani elite will issue warning, a straight warning. They will issue a serious warning to the state. Let Muhammad Buhari did it. Let Muhammad Buhari did the same thing when he came to issue a warning. Came down to the southwest and issued warning to them to stop killing their people. But look at the kind of life we are losing in Lagos State. Look at the attack on our people in Lagos State, including the man whom they are dying for. Including the man they are dying for. He can't even come out to fight for them. You accept enslavement and you still want to be a king. I don't know how that will work. It has never worked in the planet Earth, and we never work. It can never change the status quo. There is a way the world functions. It's either you are a slave or you are a king. It is that you are a slave or a priest. You cannot be the two at the same time. No. It's either you accept to be a freeborn or you are a slave. You cannot accept to be a slave simply because of peanut, because of little things you have. And at the flowing money, you want to act as a king. Are you not mad? That is insanity. And how long shall we continue in this path? How long? It is time to go home. Go on, my brother.
You see, that old fool you mentioned out as there was a time I come across a video where he was saying that 100% his in life was made by from Northerners. And I remember, and then I start to think. So all these are people that has money. They came from Northerners, but later you will see them thanking Chukwu. So thank God, this and that happened to me. You see, these are the people that they have planted, because there was a time I come across one audio. They normally play that in our dictatorship radio before. One Yoruba man was saying how Fulani plan to Islamize Nigeria. He was mentioning a lot of things. I think I was supposed to have played that audio one certain time. The young man was saying a lot of things that's so marvelous. He said that to Islamize Nigeria, that they see Southeast as a Christian religion, but it's merchandise. Just bring out money, pump money. And he told us that we should not expect AK-47 or any bomb, that we will expect a Naira bullet. And that is what is happening today. Any of them that they manage to give money, now will turn against his people, start killing them. And exactly what that young man said is what is happening today. Exactly what that young man said is what's happening today. When you see how his brothers and sisters have been dying and getting jobless, he has airline. If you go to his airline now, majority of staffs that are working there now, if you count them, brother, he will not count his brothers 50 there. He will not count his brother 50. The rest are foreigners, outsiders. But you see an Igbo man. But can you go to Dangote company now? All the major posts will be occupied by his people. If you give an outsiders peanut, that is to show you how they are. Now, and if they give you that, they will give you condition how to operate. You will not make progress with your people. Just remain as you are. and they will accept it. So Anambra State has airport that can accommodate international airport. Imo States have the same thing. I was meant to understand that when they build Imo State owned during the time of Babangida, they asked him to come and commission it and make international airport. He refused. Imo State owned. Enugu State was under renovation up to now. Under renovation up to now, under this Buhari government, it's still under renovation. But let him be. Northerners, do you know how many airports they have? International airport. Almost the whole Northern state has international airport. They can fly out and come in. That's why they don't, nothing bothers them. But before you want to fly out international airline, you will from here go to Lagos. Before you now from there proceed. But our people still not understand that this thing is cheating. That this is not meant to be so. But they accepted it because they love slavery. Those that hate slavery now, they start fighting them. Say, why are you shouting? Why can't keep quiet? Let us vote 2040. Let us vote 2091. That is our turn. It's our. Now they are now looking for 2030 again. The next Igbo presidents again. But by then we have gone. It is only them and their grandchildren that will continue for that one. Because by then we have gone. I believe those who don't want to go with us should return themselves in Nigeria. They should return themselves to Nigeria, not we. We don't need disturbance. So those people that you are seeing today are the people that the caliphate planted through that.